do you guys? I don't know if you guys like keep a record of this, but do you keep track, or do you know how many men that you've slept with when it comes to the work you do?
I do.
I kind of have a guesstimation.
You go first, and then we'll have.
I actually have a book with all
book.
like I'm a Virgo.
I'm
My
a
birthday's on
Taurus.
Saturday, and I just love being organized. So if I meet a guy at the Bunny Ranch, I will write his name down. A girl actually from the Bunny Ranch taught me this. Her name is Nico. But I'll actually write his name down, where I met him from. Was it a call-in? Did he place a deposit down? Like, did I meet him? Did he email me, or did he walk in? Did I see him sitting at the bar or whatever? And if we partied together and he paid me, I do keep track of how much he paid me for how long and how I met him.
Bookkeeping.
Yeah, because when a client comes back to me, I want to be able to remember like what we did last, kind of like little notes about our session, like what we did last, what he really liked, like stuff
like,
about him. So it kind of like gives me a refresher.
Like a therapist. You're a sex therapist.
Right. I am. I consider myself
So
a sex therapist.
what's the total number?
I'm not going to give you my
Oh,
total number. I don't have like a total number.
What's the like? Is
My
it
1 year.
range?
I don't know. My 1 year mark is coming around September 15th of me doing this for a year. So I'll be able to like total it up then, but I really don't know right now.
If you had to like guesstimate.
I really don't know.
100 plus? Okay, well, okay.
She said she had a number.
Sure.
Well, okay. So, I keep an Excel spreadsheet, and every time I make a sell, I go in and put it down. And then in my contacts, I keep notes on individuals as well. So I know how to help them when they come back. I have to say, like, because I've been doing this since the HBO special. So that was, I'm like a 15-year vet in the industry. So I'm going to say I could probably rival Gene Simmons' numbers.
What was the name of the special? I want to watch it.
HBO Cat House.
I loved Cat House when it was on.
They asked me to get on. Wasn't that funny?
I loved it. I thought it was so fun and very
cute.
interesting, because obviously I'd never like seen anything like that. So I really liked that. When you were mentioning Amy, I was like, oh, I loved Amy.
Amy, she's so cute. She's always.
I just have a question. If you don't,
Sure.
Okay, how do you guys sleep with somebody if you're not attracted to them, or like, are there other? Are there ever people that you guys get as a client that you're just not like you're just like, oh god?
Okay, so like I feel like that's very shallow to be like, oh, you look ugly and I'm not gonna have sex with you. You know what I mean? I feel like at the end of the day, it's all about personality and how they treat me. So when my customers come in smelling great and their hygiene is on point, that's all that really matters to me.
Is there a hose in the back?
We have bathrooms. It's
Okay.
like a little facility. I have a bedroom. We have a bathroom. It's mandatory that all of our clients take a shower before
Even if
partying
they
with
come
us.
in clean.
Even if they come in
gotta
clean,
do
it
another
doesn't
shower.
matter. You sweat. We're sitting right now and we're still sweating. You know what I mean? So it's absolutely a must that they shower
Did there
before
ever
partying
used to
with
be a
us.
hose?
Never was.
I
Just
would
spray them
hose-
with
I
a
would
cold
down
hose.
first.
For this festival, what was it called? Burning Man. We were all joking around at the Bunny Ranch. We were like, ha ha ha, all these guys are gonna come in after Burning Man. We should probably just hose them down before they come in, because usually a lot of guys from Burning Man will come in and they'll have like
Dirt.
Yeah.
So
they're yuppies.
Wait, so did you answer though? What's the total number?
It's
You don't have to be like
I mean,
1,232. Just like
I'm thinking it's probably in the
2,000
thousands at this point.
thousands
Yeah.
of sexual partners.
Yeah, because there were times when it was really busy at the Bunny Ranch where if I was going, they called me the Energizer Bunny, because I'd never really done a lot of alcohol and drugs, but I've always worked out.
Right.
So athletically speaking, like I could get it
Endurance.
on all day long. So if I'm doing 10 guys in a day, right?
10,
but then there's other times where maybe I do 2 people in 1 week. It's appointment based.
Yeah.
And it's how much you want to work. And also during this time, like for the most part, I would just work for 2 weeks and have the rest of the month off.
right.
Yeah.
I have a question. What would you say the percentages of like return clients to non-return clients? Just out of curiosity.
I get quite a lot of regulars. I have 10-year regulars that I've seen for 10 years. And it's almost like we're kind of like a married couple in ways. I get a fair amount. If you're a good provider and you're really respectful and you're clean, and you'll get repeat regulars, and you'll relationship build with them.
Yeah,
Like we're good, we're friends. Yeah,
Of
we support
course.
each other in the community.
Yeah, I was curious because I would assume that if somebody had a good experience and they enjoyed it, that they would probably come back. But I wasn't sure like what the ratio would be.
Yeah, and like
It
we
depends
do,
on the provider.
we call them kind of like brothel boyfriends at that point a little bit because
Aw.
they're like our boyfriends. They come
Yeah.
to see us, they bring us flowers and stuff, right? So it's
Yeah.
like they come back pretty regularly,
Yeah,
and they bring us gifts too, right?
yes.
They'll like it's
take us
amazing.
out, take us on trips. The amount of money. One guy, I mean, he kept seeing me. I mean, he spent over $100,000 alone on me in 1 year, and that was just me.
Yeah.
There's some other gals that I know that he likes to see. So
Okay, kind of related to this, body count.
Are you asking in
Well,
general?
so, because there's the men that you slept with for your work, but then there's like men obviously that are not for your work. I assume that you've had encounters or relationships. What do you think?
yeah,
Is that,
for sure.
is that up there too, or?
Or do you encompass them all in the same number?
No, I mean
You kind of
definitely
lose
for
track
pay.
after 1,000.
For pay, because I'm very when it's for personal, I get very selective.
Yeah.
I get very picky.
Yes.
You
And
too?
it's
Yes,
gotta be
and
me.
because we are very clean, like I know that I get tested every week on the dot. I know for a fact that I do not have anything, you know what I mean? It's like, am I really going to have sex with this Hinge dude for a one night stand and risk
Losing your career.
Yes.
losing my career that makes me $500,000 a year? Hell no. You know what I mean? So I'm very selective and picky as to who I'm going to be spending my time with now that I can make so much money. And you know what I mean? It's
yeah.
like, and also it's like, yeah, it's just like that basically.
Okay. We can go around the table on body count really quick. Maddie, why don't we start with you?
8. I'd prefer not to say.
Wait, are your parents, did you come with your parents this time?
No. But they're watching.
Is it because they're watching?
No, I just think that's a piece of information that's for myself.
Sure.
Yeah, I was gonna say my parents were very excited about this episode because Candace Owens was gonna be on it, so I will not be answering that. But I've answered it in previous episodes.
Guys,
so.
if you want to
You
know,
can go-
you got to
you
go
can go
back
find
to
it.
it's been a while since you've been on. I think it's been
It's the longest.
trying to think when you were last on. When were you? Who was it with? Kiko? Not the big panel, but
I think this might be my sixth time on, and I think my last time was like before the last quarter of my senior
It's
year
been
of
a while.
college
It's
started.
been a while.
So, yeah.
Essie.
I already said this before, but mine's 6.
I do not want to answer that question either.
Pixie Love. Okay. Can you give us a range?
No.
Less than 10, more than 10?
No, I will not, because any information is bad information.
Is it 0?
No, I'm not going to tell you.
Okay, that's fine. Like your civilian body count.
My
Not the troops.
civilian body count.
Wait, can you pull the mic closer towards you?
Like this close?
Perfect. That's great.
Okay.
That's perfect.
Civilian body count. I want to say less than 10.
You want to say less than 10.
Yes.
I want to say that I'm a billionaire. Not everything that I want
Civilian.
is true.
So I actually started sex work when I turned 18, and in high school and middle school, I knew a lot of girls that were not even selling, sending out nude photos and videos.
Let's not talk about that.
No, I know. And so I never did that. And so the day I turned 18, I profited off of selling my nudes.
Okay.
The legal way and the only
Sure.
way. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So, and I lost my virginity at 17 years old. I
Okay.
never really was sleeping with multiple dudes and hanging out with multiple guys and stuff like that. So my civilian body count is extremely low, and then my working body count is very high. And yeah, so there's that.
I stopped counting after 5, so I really don't know, to be honest.
Wait, you stopped counting after 5.
Yeah, I just didn't really care anymore. It wasn't a metric that mattered to me.
But let's say
be
it's
honest.
10, right?
Exactly.
I feel like you'd still remember, even if you stopped counting, you'd be like, okay, well, there was Jace. And
I mean, you have to keep in
Rupert-
mind, I'm 31, so like I lost my virginity when I was 16. That's 15 years ago. Like I
Okay,
don't.
Should we do some
Yeah.
a little math here?
Sure, go for it.
like,
All right,
Like,
so 3 dicks a year times
that is a lot because
You're
that's like
31, so that's 15. 3 times 15, that's 45. 45 dicks.
I would say that's not accurate.
Not
at all.
accurate.
Because you have to consider that I've had relationships for several years and I had situationships too. I wouldn't even say that there was 3 a year a lot of times. And I was celibate for 2 years. So.
But maybe there was 1 year where, you know, like,
Why are you just assuming?
Well, I'm
Why
not
are you assuming?
look, we have, okay, so we're close to UCSB, University of California, Santa Barbara,
Yes.
which
I
is
love that place.
ranked as one of the #1 party schools in the nation. And let me tell you, as a spectator, we got girls freshman year in their first quarter, not even their first year, their first quarter or semester, 20, 30, 40.
Dang.
So I didn't go to traditional like college. I went to school in New York City, so we didn't have like on-campus housing and stuff
You
like
went to
that.
ventriloquist school?
In New York, no.
Oh, okay,
What?
okay, my
I
bad.
went to like an accredited university, but
For
it wasn't
ventri-
like
for ventriloquism.
no.
Oh, okay, my
Where
bad.
are you
Sorry,
getting
sorry.
that from?
I don't know. You said you didn't go to a traditional school, so I was just filling in the blanks.
I went to an accredited university for an actual degree, but it wasn't like a place that had a full-on campus
Like
with
a party
dorms
scene,
and frats
yeah.
and stuff like that. So in college, I actually was celibate for the entirety of my college career until I was in a relationship my last year of college. So and it's not sad. It's not sad at all. It was great. It was totally fine. So
RIP's in the chat for Azalea. Did I say it right this time?
no,
Azalea. I'm
you
sorry,
said
I'm
it
sorry,
that
sorry.
way every time.
Say it.
I want to know what's your
Say-
body count,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was-
since you always ask us that.
As a man of God, I do not disclose
Oh,
my body count.
Come
bull.
on.
I'm a man of God.
Don't be a
Pixie,
pussy.
what do you think my body count is?
Why me? Why do I have to guess?
I don't know. You just seem like you have a good radar for
For body counts?
body count. What do you think it is, Pixie? Do you
Um,
think I was a man whore, a man slut?
were you?
No, I'm asking if you think I
Oh.
was. You think so?
You said was. Maybe you still are.
Yeah, sure. Don't discount the fact that I could still be a man hoe.
How about you tell us? Have you ever
No,
had?
no. You just gotta
Okay, fuck.
what did you want me to tell you?
If you ever had a phase where you're particularly promiscuous,
That'd be me answering the question with which I asked you to guess, but
I mean, I would still guess. You're just telling me if the number's gonna be higher or lower.
I'm already confused, Pixie.
Okay.
Can
You
I
gotta
pick?
bring it down. This is it, huh?
8.
8 was what
Eight
I was
what?
gonna
I was
My
gonna say
body?
Your
seven.
body
Yeah.
count. 8.
say. 8.
I can neither confirm or deny if this is the case.
I
Did you
say
higher or lower?
Nope.
I say 20.
20.
I say more than 20 actually.
Okay.
I
Anybody else?
think Brian wishes it was 20. I don't think it's that high.
Oh, that's kind of insulting.
Oh
No offense, but I'm just being like,
You don't think I pull?
I think you took that as a compliment. Is what I'm saying.
I feel like it's
She said
6
it's
to
20.
8.
Yes.
6 to 8
I would
is
say
a
the same.
good range.
It's low for sure.
Or 5.
No, you
Or
said
maybe
you're a
like-
man of
or
God.
Maybe like truthful, honest answer.
Yeah, sure.
Damn, Brian,
Score.
I think you pull.